Well, good morning everyone, and welcome once again to Ed's Orchids. Now, to carry on from my video of the update on the cattleya that I did yesterday, this is the plant I thought wasn't doing very well because I thought I was keeping it too wet in the deep plastic pot. So I'm going to unpot it and put it in an open basket. Well, these are the plastic baskets or plastic pots I'm going to use. They had none of the square ones, which I generally use, of about 9 centimetres, and these are about 12 centimetres across. The only problem with these being mass produced is you can see all the holes in those. Well, if you come round, you'll find out the holes are not there. So I'm going to have to prick each one of those out so I can make it in a proper plastic pot. Just take this out of its pot and see if I am keeping it too wet. Just a mixture of the usual things, the medium-sized bark and large growth stones, a little bit of pumice in it there as well. So let's see if we can get this out. That's a bit tight, and it's only been in about 3 or 4 months. My word. That's not got a bad root system on it. I notice the roots are sticking to the wood, but they're not sticking to the growth stones in most places, or they're not sticking to the pumice. So I'll clean it all off, and instead of putting all this growth stone and pumice in, I'll put more bark in, a lot more bark than the other two. So it's sticking to the bark, so they like that. There's only the odd places it's not sticking to the anyhow. It wants cleaning up. There's a few bad roots on it, so we'll just have a little snip around and see what's what. This is where I cut it when I first got it, where I cut all the roots off. So they have grown slightly, but there's quite a lot of dead ones, so I'll get rid of them all. Now, a lot of YouTubers will spend a lot of time just snipping away at the roots while they're on video. I think it just makes the video a little longer. I don't know whether it helps the monetizing system or not, but you don't want to see me snipping away at roots, so I'll switch the camera off. Well, there's the new bark I'm using now. It's still got a bit of growth stones and pumice in, but the vast majority of it is that medium to large size bark. Well, that's that one repotted, and I hope it proves to be successful. I don't see why it shouldn't be. It'll get watered as normally, and now it'll have a decent drying off period, so that should benefit the plant no end. Well, this is another one Nick's doing in, and one I'm not really looking forward to doing it. It's this golf green, taking it out of the the clay pot. Probably the roots are sticking to the sides, so we'll see what's what. We'll take it out of the pot and have a good look what's going on, and then I'll put it into a plastic basket again. Right, hopefully we'll take it out of the pot. Now I can't squeeze the pot, so I'll just have to try and lift the plant. Which is proving a little bit difficult. Get hold of the whole plant and just give it a pull. Well, it's definitely stuck. Here we come. Got it now. I think. Yep. There we are. And that's quite damp inside as well, so I think I'm doing it right. So I'll just clean this up again. Loads of dead roots on it. A lot of big bark that it's sticking to. So I'll leave more or less the bark on and get rid of all these dead roots again. So I'll switch the camera off and come back when I've got rid of them. I'll just have to show you on this. I haven't finished trimming it yet, but I've just come to where all the dead roots are. And it's got all the sphagnum moss in there, absolutely wet. Horrible stuff is sphagnum moss. It gets too wet, doesn't dry out much, and will do. You can see now all the dead roots, all the brown ones there. So I'll finish trying to get all the moss out, get the dead roots out, and then repot it. Well, this has been an horrific clean-up. Wherever there was a bit of moss, you had dead roots, and the moss was all in bits. You had to, you know, in tiny little bits, a bit like powder, and you had to scrape it all out. And this is all I've cut off it. Haven't touched this side. This is what I've done. Look at that. All that in there has been ruined by sphagnum moss being too damp. Absolutely madness. Still a lot of dead roots in, but I'm going to leave it at that and pot it up. Well, we're going to use the same new mix with this one as we did with the last one, and that should give it a good light medium that'll let everything go through properly. Oh, that's a bit too much there. Right, I put this side to the back. All the growth is there at the front. And it will be difficult getting a lot of medium in here, I think. Just try your best anyhow, that's all we can do. As we can get it standing up properly and enough of it exposed to the elements. Keeping this at the back. You know, I don't think I'm going to do any more than that, I'm going to leave it at that. So that's another one done. And that's the golf green. Well, that's about all for this video. I have another couple more to do, you know, the Cattleya goldiana, but I'm sure you don't want to watch me do that. You've seen it all done before. Just to add something about the sphagnum moss, which I said was useless. It's not particularly useless. I think it's very good for growing smallish plants in, but once they start growing, I will get them out of the sphagnum moss and put them into bark and a loose material as soon as possible.